creating courses no one is buying? Well, in today's video, I'm going to introduce you to 3 reasons why that might happen and give you some solutions to turn it around. Over my many years writing sales copy for course creators, I've been in the situation where I had to review and audit sales copy to see why something isn't buying. I've also been on this specific side of things when we launch something and people aren't buying it, and it's frustrating, it's annoying, and it's very disheartening. I mean, you can feel like a failure when you've done all that hard work and you believe in the product you created, and yet crickets. Or you have a large audience and yet not enough people have purchased that. So why would that happen? Well, in my experience, I have found that there are 3 big reasons why that's happening. One is you don't have a good product market fit. And this is probably one of the most ignored things when it comes to creating courses. And I've seen plenty of people online saying, hey, I got an idea for a course, so I went in and scripted it. I have an outline, I've recorded the videos, and all I need is a sales page. And that's when the problems arise, because you can have the content, but that's not going to be easy to sell when you don't understand how that product matches your market. And this takes me to the first solution. You have to know your audience inside out. You can't create products that don't have a very specific relevance to your audience's pain points, problems, and outcomes. And the best way to know about all of those things is to do customer research. For the brands who have large followings, social media, email lists, that is easy to do. You honestly just have to send some surveys, use some polls. You can do that on your website, on your social media, through your email list, and you just ask and see what your audience is into. What do they need help with? And I have an example that justifies just how important this is. So a few months ago, I worked with a course creator who was teaching English grammar, punctuation, and vocabulary. They had a lot of website traffic coming from organic Google search. So their assumption was that the majority of their audience is going to be very interested in entry-level products that are teaching entry-level, like beginner and intermediate English grammar, punctuation, and vocabulary. So they created a few products and they failed. They were selling, but it was not matching the amount, like the benchmarks we were hoping for. So we went back to the drawing board and we did some more customer research until eventually we discovered that their initial assumptions about their audience were not true. Their audience was 60 plus, made of English natives, not non-natives as they were initially thinking, and those people were already pretty efficient in their English grammar punctuation because that was a requirement of their profession and career. So think about lawyers, think about translators, think about journalists, think about teachers. And English grammar was very important to them, so that's why they were actually Googling stuff, which form is correct, this or this, where should I put the comma? So they ended up on the website. Now, what we did is, again, we went back to the drawing board and we asked more questions, so more surveys, until we eventually found an insight. And we discovered that a lot of that audience was interested in making an income from their natural or already developed English grammar skill. So they launched a proofreading and copy editing course, which served a very specific problem, helped the audience achieve a very specific outcome, served a very specific niche, and it actually started to get better, to sell better and better and better. And that allowed them to achieve product market fit on one of those products. Second reason why your course might not be selling, it's probably because you are not very clear about the problem or the outcome that course is helping with. You might actually call this a compelling value proposition. So if your sales pitch is very generic, as in we help everyone lose weight, then you're not gonna be talking to the specific audience you're actually helping and the specific problem you're actually solving. So let me give you an example. Let's say you have a course that teaches SEO and your sales page says this course covers SEO. Okay, but SEO for what type of business? For e-com, for coaches, for consultants, for restaurants, for hotels? Is it local SEO? Is it, international SEO? Is it on-page? Is it off-page SEO? What kind of SEO? Now, it also doesn't talk about the outcome. Now, the outcome with SEO is probably going to be rank first and drive qualified traffic in a specific amount of time. Now, if that's the case, then you need to rebuild your sales page to make sure it actually explains what that course is all about. Now, a common mistake is that lots of people are focusing on the features of the course. Saying we have 1,000 hours of high quality video content isn't really helpful. However, if you explain how those 1,000 video hours are gonna help a specific audience solve a specific problem and achieve a specific outcome, then you're gonna have a much more compelling and clear value proposition, which is gonna help your audience understand what you're about and why they should be considering your course. Number 3, and this is very important, one of the many reasons, but one of the most powerful reasons why courses aren't selling is because they lack social proof and credibility. Now, when you're new to market and you don't have enough testimonials, case studies, and social proof to attest that your course actually works, please go back to the drawing board, find 5 people who are willing to take the course and give you a testimonial. Welcome that feedback because it's gonna help you, 1, have the social proof on your sales page, and 2, build an even better course. Now, there are so many numbers that say that customers need testimonials to convince themselves that what they're gonna purchase is actually worthwhile. So please invest more time into collecting those testimonials. Now, other forms of social proof are industry benchmarks about the problem you're solving and the industry you're helping, and your personal credentials or endorsements. So if there's an authority figure in your industry and you can get an endorsement from them, then that's called social proof. Use it on your sales page, and that can help you occupy a very specific place in the mental map of your consumer. That helps them position you as someone who might be trustworthy because of your association with that authority figure. Testimonials also help with social proof and help build trust long term because it tells someone who's looking at your course, it basically answers the question, has somebody else tried this? And I can't stress enough how important testimonials are if your courses are expensive or if you are in a crowded market. You need the testimonials to stand out from the crowd. So here you have 3 reasons why your course might not be selling. And I'm not even this is the tip of the iceberg, but these are the 3 most common elements I've seen in my 5 years working with course creators from all over the world. I coach dozens of them so far, and these 3 elements always come up as the top reasons why a course isn't selling.